Alright, everybody, we're back for the next part, in which we're going to play another Nintendo Wii game, and it is Jeopardy! Let's see how we do.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Hey, Johnny Gilbert. How is everyone today? Good luck. Here we go into the Jeopardy round. And we start the Jeopardy round categories with this one. Baseball franchise shifts. Historic London. Cats. Canada, Mexico, or the United States. Literature. And parts of speech. All right, let's get back into this. In 1958, the Dodgers and this team moved west to California. Player 1, use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus. That's it. Player 1. The Braves spent 82 seasons in Boston and more than 40 in Atlanta, with a 13-season stop in this city. Yes, Player 1.
What is Milwaukee?
Correct. You again, Player 1. In 1955, the Philadelphia Athletics moved to this city, where they remained for 13 seasons. Okay, Player 1.
What is Oakland?
Oh, sorry. Anyone else? It's Player 2. Nope. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 3? Good. Player 3, back to you for our next selection. After the 1960 season, the Washington Senators left the capital and headed west to this town. It's Player 1.
What is Houston?
No. Any other takers? The correct response is Minneapolis. Choose again, Player 3. In 1972, the new Washington Senators moved west and became this team. Yes, Player 1.
Who are the Seattle Mariners? Or no, who are the... Let's say who are the Texas Rangers.
That's right, way to go. On the plus side again. We return to you, Player 1. The largest in area.
What is Canada?
Okay, Player 1. You are correct. Please pick again. It's 90% Catholic.
What is Mexico?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1. The most populous.
What's the United States?
It's Player 1. Yes. Select again. It has 2 official languages.
What is Canada?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Yep. You get to pick again. Ruled by an emperor from 1864 to 1867.
What is Mexico?
Okay, player 1. Yes. Select again. The fact that a cat can land upon its feet without injury gave rise to the myth that cats have this many lives.
What is 9?
Yes, player 1. Right. Player 1. The Korat breed from Thailand is usually this color of some Olympic medals. Player 1.
What is gold?
No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Silver. You again, player 1. The mass killing of cats in the 14th century helped spread this disease carried by rat fleas. Okay, player 1.
What is the bubonic plague?
Good for you. Player 1. Short-haired cats were derived from the Khafre cat, which was domesticated by this ancient civilization. It's player 1.
What is Egypt?
That is correct. You get to pick again, player 1. Answer: the Daily Double. You are in the lead right now. Please select your wager, player 1. Here is your Daily Double clue. This Asian-named cat is produced by mating Siamese and Longhairs, and then selectively breeding them.
What is Persian? No, Himalayan.
Second place now, player 1. We're talking about the Himalayan.
Too late. Oh well.
We return to you, player 1. You can visit several of these historic structures like Kensington and Buckingham.
What are palaces?
Yes, player 1. Right you are. Player 1. Regent's Park was a hunting ground for this 16th century king who never hunted without tiring 8 or 10 horses. Player 1.
Who is Henry VIII?
Good. Choose again, player 1. Famous men who orated at Hyde Park's Speaker's Corner include Friedrich Engels and this 1848 Engels co-author.
Who is Karl Marx?
Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player 1. Arthur Wellesley, the first Duke of this, was known as a soldier, but had an eye for art, as you can see at Apsley House. Player 1.
What is Wellington?
Yes. Please pick again, player 1. According to Shakespeare, these conflicts began with a confrontation in the Temple Gardens.
What are the Wars of the Roses?
It's player 1. Hey, you're right. We return to you, player 1. The ban on this D.H. Lawrence book was lifted in 1959 in the United States.
What is Lady Chatterley's lover?
Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. Player 1. Federico Garcia Lorca wrote a famous one of these for the death of a bullfighter.
What is a lament?
Okay, player 1. You got it. Player 1. Whitman's When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed was an elegy to him. Yes, player 1.
Who is Henry Wadsworth Longfellow?
No. Anyone else? Here's what we wanted. Abraham Lincoln. You again, player 1. Polonius tells this character, "This above all, to thine own self be true." Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Laertes?
Yeah, good. Select again. This woman was the subject of Petrarch's Canzoniere. Player 1.
Who is Laura?
That's correct. Player 1, you pick a dream when you're feeling blue. Dream. That's the thing to do. Dream.
What is verb?
Okay, Player 1. Correct. You get to pick again. Rodney Dangerfield said, "When I was born, I was so ugly, the doctor slapped my mother." Ugly.
What is adjective?
Yes, Player 1. Yes. Choose again, Player 1. I killed a man in Reno just to watch him die. In. It's Player 1.
What is a preposition?
Yep. Player 1. We know you're very smart, but are you smart enough to know? Very.
What is adverb?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Good for you. And now the $1,000 clue. So when you're happy, hooray, or sad, aw, or frightened, eek, or mad, rats. Hooray, aw, eek, rats. It's Player 1.
What are interjections?
Yes. Okay, we have Player 2 in third place, which means that Player 2 will go first in the Double Jeopardy round. We start the Double Jeopardy categories with this one. U.S. City History, Country Music, Countries by Newspaper, Health and Medicine, Plays, and Word Origins. Player 2, you're in last place, which means you get to select first in Double Jeopardy. This ground meat sandwich gets its name from a German port city. Yes, Player 1. Right. Please pick again. This wood-eating insect gets its name from the Latin for wood-eating worm. Player 1. You got it. Player 1. This word for a kind of land mass comes from a word meaning to contain. Okay, Player 1. Yes. You get to pick again, Player 1. This highest natural singing voice for women is Italian for what is above. It's Player 1. Correct. Player 1. This term for a leading character of a literary work comes from the Greek for first combatant. Player 1. That is correct. Choose again, Player 1. El Sol de Tehuacan, the Acapulco Times. Yes, Player 1. That's right. Way to go. You again, Player 1. The Brunswickan, the Edmonton Examiner. Okay, Player 1. Correct. Please pick again, Player 1. Answer. The first of the daily doubles. And you have the lead. How much are you going to... All right, here's your clue. Haaretz. Yediot Achronot. You have dropped down to second. Here's what we were looking for. Israel.
I wanted to say that, but I didn't think that was right.
We return to you, Player 1. The Cape Times. The Volksblad. Let's hear it, Player 1. Good. Player 1. Pick the Daily Punjab. The Balochistan Post. It's Player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you. At his wedding reception in 2006, he serenaded bride Nicole Kidman with the song Making Memories of Us. Yes, Player 1. Right you are. Select again. On winning top female vocalist at the 2007 Academy of Country Music Awards, she thanked God, her fans, and American Idol. Let's hear it, player one. You are correct. Choose again, player one. This Dolly Parton song topped CMT's list of the 100 greatest love songs of country music. Okay, player one. Right. Please pick again. His first #1 country hit and first top 40 pop hit was 1975's Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Player one? Hey, you're right. We return to you. It's never too early for happy hour in It's 5 o'clock somewhere, a hit for Alan Jackson and him. Okay, player one. Yeah, good. Select again. Lateral epicondylitis is the medical term for the chronic arm injury called this sport's elbow. Player one? That is correct. You get to pick again, player one. Statin drugs like Lipitor are used to lower the bad type of this. Yes, player one. Good. Player one. A sign of this infection from the virus that also causes chickenpox is a blistering rash preceded by severe pain. It's player one. That's it. Player one. There are viral and bacterial types of this, the inflammation of the membranes covering the brain and spinal cord. Let's hear it, player one. That's correct. Player one, back to you. The name of this fluid that contains white blood cells comes from the Latin for water. Yes, player one. That's correct. Player one, you might need a learner's permit to watch Paul Vogel's Pulitzer Prize play, How I Learned to Do This. It's player one. Right you are. You again, player one. The play Spinning into Butter explores political correctness at a small college in this Green Mountain state. Let's hear it, player one. Yes. Please pick again. Moonlight and Magnolias depicts the epic struggle to turn this novel into a 1939 film. Okay, player one. Right. Select again. Matthew Burnett turned this Our Town playwright's novel, Theophilus North, into a play. Player one. Good. We return to in 2006. New Yorkers awoke to find his 1935 play, Awake and Sing, back on Broadway. Okay, player one. You are correct. Player one. This Missouri city wasn't named for Scott or Janice, but for the Reverend Harris G., an early settler there. Let's hear it, player one. That's correct. You get to pick again. 2 months before the Declaration of Independence, the Rhode Island Independence Act was signed in this city. It's player one. That is correct. Player one. It was Arizona's territorial capital from 1867 to 1877, and a university was founded there in 1885. Yes, player one. Yep. Player one. answer? The second daily double. You are in first place. How much? And the clue. Indianapolis was laid out in a wheel pattern inspired by this other major city some 500 miles away. That puts you even further ahead. And the last clue for $2,000. It was uninhabited when it was chosen as a territorial capital in 1836 and named for a president who died that year. Player 1? You got it. Sorry, Player 2. You'll not be progressing to Final Jeopardy. This is the Final Jeopardy category for today. American authors. What are you going to wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Here's your Final Jeopardy clue. Injured on the Austro-Italian front on July 8, 1918, he also crossed the English Channel with U.S. forces on D-Day. Did you come up with the correct response? And that correct response will add... What did you put as your response?
Yep, so I end up with 90 grand. See y'all for another game.
And this correct response will add how much to your score? Congratulations, Player 1. You're the winner. So long, everybody.